Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm going to tell you about creating an omnichannel service that can provide images for your apps and webs that are sized dynamically. And this is really useful when you have different screen sizes, orientations and resolutions to support. In this example, I will use PHP and its support for image manipulation. But the same functionality can be achieved on all of the major platforms, like any Java variation and .NET. The idea is to have a high-resolution image on the server that is transformed by an omnichannel service to any size that is needed by an app or web in each channel. To enable image manipulation from PHP, we need to log into the virtual server that I showed you how to create in a previous video. And you have the link there in the description, and enter a couple of commands, and you got them too in the description. So now let's start by putting up an image on the virtual server. I'm using Coda here, and we start by creating a subfolder in the web root, and we upload the image there. And to allow support for as many resolutions as possible, it's a good idea to use an image with a high resolution. I'm using one with a view from my window, and it's about 16 megapixels. So with the image in place, let's create the service that can return it in any size. And first we collect the parameters on line 2 to 5. We retrieve the original image on line 6 and 7. We get its dimensions on line 8. And we set the response headers on line 9 and 10. We check if any resizing or quality parameters were specified on line 11, and if not, we just return the original image, as you will see in the next screen on line 58. If any resize parameters were specified, that we check on line 13, we make sure that the image will fill the new size on line 15 to 21, and then crop the image to that size on line 23 to 40. And if no resize parameters were specified, we simply use the original image on line 44. And finally, we check for the quality parameter on line 47. And if specified, we use it on line 49. And if not, we use the default quality on line 53. And the default quality is about 75%, which means 25% compression. To put this code on the server, I use Coda again to create a new file called image.php. I paste the code we just walked through, I save it, and then it can be called from a web browser. And you can specify, if you specify just the width, you get the original aspect ratio. If you specify both width and height, you get a cropped image to fill that size. An important detail here is this actually works very well with any content delivery network, so that it can cache all the different sizes when needed. And there you have it, an omnichannel service that can resize images dynamically and that can be used by any app or web. Thank you.